Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Today I wanted to do a quick review on the CELINE Nano Luggage Tote. I will be going over the details, pros, cons, final thoughts, and if I recommend it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Before I forget, the measurements of this bag are 7.75 inches in length at the base. It is 10.75 inches in length at the top. It is 8.5 inches in height. It is approximately 3.5 inches in depth. Now it does have a handle drop of 2.25 inches, and this bag does come with a removable shoulder strap, and the strap drop for this one is 22.5 inches. Now this bag currently retails for $2,700 here in the States. Mine is in the black drum leather with a silver hardware. It is available in a variety of different leathers as well as different colors. Now as far as up close details of this bag, there's one thing that I've always said about it is that anytime you talk about the CELINE luggage tote line, whether it's the mini, the micro, or any of them, it has a little bit of a robot face. You have two little eyes here and you have the mouth there. You know, it's kind of like one of those things. Once you see it, it can't be unseen type of thing. But anyways, so you have CELINE Paris embossed the very top. You also have one little zippered pocket here. There's a side view of it. You have these little guys here so that you can attach the shoulder strap. This is the back side. There are no other pockets back here. You do have this little detail here that is actually for hanging your sunglasses from what I was told. All right. And then you have another side view there. On the bottom, you don't have any feet. And as far as the interior, it does feature the black suede lining, and there is also one slip pocket that says CELINE made in Italy. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not. And it also has a zipper closure. Let me just close it up so you guys can see it very quickly because I don't really use it too often. But there we go. And as far as the up-close details of this beautiful strap, it also features the gorgeous drum leather, and you also have these little guys that say CELINE on either side. There we go. So those are the details of this beautiful bag. Now let's talk about the pros. The first one, hands down, is the versatility of this bag in comparison to any of the other luggage totes because it does come with that removable strap. So the fact that you can use this as a shoulder bag, the fact that you can use it crossbody, or if you wanted to hand carry it or use it on the crook of your arm, you have a lot more options when it comes to the Nano. So I love that. Another thing that I really like is the fact that even though it's small, it's not too bulbous whenever you go to use it crossbody. It doesn't stick out too much, but it is deceiving because it still packs a punch. I've said it before. There's a lot of mini bags that are very deceiving. People think that you can only fit so much in there, but trust me when I tell you, I can almost carry everything in the kitchen sink. It's not, of course, it's not going to be as big as a Neverfull, but I can still get away with carrying all of my daily essentials and then some. So that's pretty awesome. So don't let the size of it fool you. Another thing, if you wanted to, you have the option of having that zipper closure. So that way if you wanted to zip it up so you have a little bit more security, or if you wanted to leave it open, which is what I do because it makes it a little bit easier to access my items quickly. But either way, you do have that option where you can either zip it closed if you are in a crowded area, or you can kind of tuck the zipper inside and it still doesn't take away from how much you can carry inside of this bag. Another pro is the quality, the craftsmanship of these bags. If there's one thing that I've always talked about when it comes to CELINE, it is their beautiful, beautiful leather. Whether you go for the smooth leather, whether you go for the drum leather like this one, I just love the craftsmanship that it has. It is absolutely gorgeous. The leather is very, very soft, but you can still see that I find it to be very durable. So the craftsmanship, just the quality of the leather is gorgeous, and just the attention to detail when it comes to this bag. And the last pro I'd have to say is that it is so incredibly comfortable. Whether you decide to use it as a shoulder bag, as a crossbody bag, or even if you wanted to hand carry it or put it on the crook of your arm, you can use it for extended periods of time and you don't feel that it's going to be digging into your shoulder or anything like that. It's not like at hour 8 you're just like, get this bag off of me, I can't take it anymore. Not at all. I have used it for long periods of time, no issues whatsoever. So it's very, very comfortable. Now as far as the cons, remember how I said that it was a pro that it comes with a removable strap? Well, it is also a con because this is not adjustable. This is what I like to call a one-size-fits-all type of strap, and that's definitely not the case. Some people are a little bit shorter, some people are a little bit taller. Sometimes you want to have a longer option for crossbody, sometimes you want a shorter option for a shoulder bag, whatever the case may be. But the fact that it doesn't come with an option to to adjust the length of the strap drop, I think is really a bummer, and I feel that it deters people from wanting to add it to their collection. I've also heard others that end up taking this to a third party and they actually have it cut so that way they have a custom length for the bag because they love the bag, but the fact that this is not adjustable is, I think it really would have been a major game changer. I think it would have made the bag, even though it is versatile, it would have made it even more versatile if it had that option. So in my opinion, that is definitely the biggest con. Another con about this bag is the suede interior. It is absolutely beautiful, but if you do have longer nails, whenever you go to retrieve your items, you might end up scratching the lining, and you'll be able to see those scratches a little bit easier. So I just wanted to throw that out there just in case. And speaking of suede, when it comes to the darker colored, the darker lined nanos, or the darker lined CELINE luggage totes in general, they are lint magnets. I mean, you'll be able to see absolutely everything. It doesn't drive me crazy. It's just something that I know happens with suede, so you'll be able to see absolutely everything in there. I have a ton of glitter in here, no surprise, no surprise, but what I end up doing after I use this item before I go to store it, I actually put a lint roller in here so I can end up collecting all those little pieces, and that way, you know, it's as good as new. So it's not the end of the world, but again, I wanted to share that with you guys. Another con that some people think that this has is the fact that it doesn't have feet. To me, it's not a big deal because I mostly end up using it crossbody, or sometimes I'll hand carry it, but I don't really end up setting it down too often. So it's not too bad for me, but I wanted to, again, just, I like to share every little possible detail that I can think of when it comes to any con or any pro. All right, and the last con that I'd have to say is that when it comes to the luggage totes, they are known for wrinkling. It's not so much when it comes to the Nano, just because of its size, but if you end up overstuffing this bag, or for a long period of time, you will start to see a few little ripples, you'll start to see a few little wrinkles here on the wings. So that's just, that's normal wear and tear, if you will. That's normal. It's a normal characteristic for it to happen with the leather. But like I said, it's not as noticeable when it comes to the Nano just because of its size. But if you do end up seeing those wrinkles here, it's just, it's a normal characteristic that happens over time with this bag. So those are the cons. As for my final thoughts, I wanted to share a few other things that I've been asked about this bag, and I figured it'd be the perfect way for me to address those. I've gotten questions on the handles, if I find them to be annoying, or if they end up rubbing up against my hand whenever I go to retrieve the items because they are in the stationary position. And I am happy to say I have had no issues with the handles whatsoever. I do have some handbags in my collection that the handles end up kind of rubbing up against my hand from time to time, but with this one, whenever I go to retrieve my items, it does have a very generous opening, so I'm able to see everything at a glance, and I don't have to worry that these are kind of getting in the way. So no issues with the handles whatsoever. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is, even though it doesn't have that adjustable strap, I'm kind of talking your guys' ear off about it, but I like to have fun with the straps with this bag. Case in point, sometimes I'll use my Givenchy Antigona strap on here. Other times I have used my Louis Vuitton bandolier strap. I know it might look somewhat funky, but it gives me an opportunity to have fun with other fashion houses and kind of incorporate other colors. Maybe not so much the Givenchy because that one's black as well, but I don't know, just to give it a little bit of a different, give the bag a little bit more personality by not necessarily only sticking to that, to the strap that it comes with. Another thing that I wanted to throw out there just in case, even though mine is all the drum leather, there are some options, like I said earlier, that that have a few other colors or have a few other leathers. Some of them have the smooth leather, some of them have the suede on the sides here. Now, if you do decide to go for the Nano with the suede sides, I would advise to avoid rain unless you end up treating the bag, because anytime you have rain and suede, it ends up ruining the bag. So that's just something to throw out there. I haven't had any issues with rain with the pebble leather so far. I haven't really been caught in like a downpour or anything like that. But whenever I was actually going from the store to my car and I got a few raindrops on it, and all I did, I just kind of patted it dry and it was fine. and I didn't have any problems with the rain going into the suede on the interior either, because I ended up just kind of closing the bag with the zipper, and I was okay. But I was just jamming towards the car, you know what I mean? I'm like, nope, I gotta make it to the car. So I was okay, but I haven't had any issues with rain whatsoever. Something else that I wanted to discuss is this little zipper here. I don't really use it too much. I have kind of put my key fob in here from time to time, but really I think it just adds, it's a decorative type of detail that it has. It's a decorative type of zipper. I don't really, it's kind of small, you know, it kind of ends right here, so I don't really use it too often. But if you guys have this bag and you do use a zipper, let me know in the comment section down below what you use it for. But the craziest thing about this bag is that I have gone from a Phantom into a Mini. I was going to go into a Micro because I thought maybe that would work out better for my lifestyle, but I am so excited. I am so happy that the Nano made it to my collection, because this bag is, I absolutely love it. And even though it does have cons that I talked about, it is so fun to use, you know, and I've had it for what, like 5 months now, and I've used it to death, and I always just bust it out. I'm just like, I love this bag. I love it. I love the details. I love the leather. There's so many things that I appreciate about it. And I also ended up calling it Remy the robot because of the robot face that I told you guys earlier. I know. But anyways, so I think this bag is awesome. And do I recommend it? Absolutely I do. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Absolute game changer for me, the fact that you do have that strap, even though it's not adjustable, but you can use it various ways in your lifestyle. And again, the leather that they have is just amazing. The craftsmanship, absolutely beautiful. And in my opinion, this is a classic. I know some people are like, I'm over the CELINE Nano Luggage totes. I'm over them. They're, you know, they came and they went. I don't see it that way. I personally feel that this is a classic to the fashion house. So I'm crazy about this bag. Absolutely crazy about it. More so than any of the other Celines that I had in my collection, even though they were beautiful. So that does it for my review on this gorgeous bag. I hope that I was able to help, especially if you guys are looking to add this bag to your collection. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the red button down below and hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload videos, which is anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week. Thank you again so much for watching, and as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.